Bitcoin is scarce. Altcoins are disposable. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how many new coins appear, Bitcoin refuses to fade into the background? Why it continues to dominate the narrative, while thousands of altcoins rise, crash, and vanish like shooting stars? Today, we're going to uncover the truth. This isn't the story you hear in mainstream media or from influencers promising the next big thing. This is something deeper, something that explains why Bitcoin is scarce and why altcoins are disposable. Let's start at the beginning. In 2009, a single experiment was released into the wild. Bitcoin. Not a company, not a startup, not a government project. Just code. Code backed by mathematics, cryptography, and game theory. From the very first block mined, Bitcoin had one rule etched into its DNA: scarcity. Only 21 million coins, ever. No matter who you are, no matter what power you hold, no one can change that number. Not presidents, not central banks, not billionaires. Now, compare this to the world of altcoins. Every week, every month, new tokens appear. Promises of faster transactions, greater privacy, endless innovation. But behind the shiny marketing is a hidden truth. Almost all of them can be changed, inflated, or abandoned at will. Bitcoin is like granite, solid, unyielding, immovable. Altcoins, they're like clay, molded by founders, reshaped by insiders, disposed of when the hype fades. Why does this matter? Because in a world where governments print trillions of dollars at the push of a button, true scarcity is revolutionary. Scarcity creates trust. Scarcity creates value. Scarcity creates Bitcoin. But altcoins do not have this scarcity. Most of them have founders who hold massive bags, insiders who can dump on retail investors, foundations that can change the monetary policy overnight. They may look decentralized on the surface, but peel back the layers, and you'll often find a centralized core. Let's go deeper. Imagine a desert with only one oasis of fresh water. That's Bitcoin. Scarce, precious, life-giving. Now imagine hundreds of mirages surrounding it, glittering in the distance. But when you get closer, there's nothing there. That's altcoins. Over the last decade, how many altcoins have promised to dethrone Bitcoin? Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Solana, the list goes on. And yet, Bitcoin remains. Every bear market wipes out hundreds of projects. Every bull market spawns new ones. But Bitcoin, it doesn't just survive, it thrives. Why? Because Bitcoin is not competing to be faster, or cheaper, or more advanced. Bitcoin is competing to be the most reliable store of value in human history. And that is something no altcoin can replicate. Think about gold. It's not the fastest metal, it's not the most useful for industry, yet it has held value for thousands of years. Because it is scarce, because it is incorruptible. Bitcoin is digital gold. Altcoins are digital experiments. And here's the part most people miss. Scarcity isn't just about the 21 million supply. It's about unchangeable rules. Rules that cannot be altered, even if the majority demands it. Bitcoin's true scarcity lies in its immutability, in its refusal to bend to human will. Altcoins, on the other hand, are built on compromise. They change their rules to attract users. They change their supply to please investors. They change their direction to chase hype. In doing so, they reveal their disposability. You see, a disposable asset is one that can be created endlessly. Today, it's token X. Tomorrow, it's token Y. The pattern repeats. Investors chase gains. Developers chase funding. The cycle continues until the music stops. But Bitcoin is different. There will never be a Bitcoin 2.0. There will never be a replacement. Because what makes Bitcoin valuable isn't a feature you can copy. It's the network effect, the credibility, the history, the decentralization that has been proven, not promised. This is why governments fear Bitcoin. They don't fear altcoins. They know altcoins can be regulated, shut down, or co-opted. But Bitcoin? Bitcoin is beyond their control. It operates outside the system. It cannot be inflated. It cannot be censored. It cannot be stopped. Ask yourself this. When was the last time you heard a central banker panic about Dogecoin? When did a government official warn about Solana? They don't, because they know altcoins are disposable. But Bitcoin keeps them awake at night. And here's the hidden knowledge almost no one talks about. The more altcoins that exist, the stronger Bitcoin becomes. Because every time an altcoin fails, every time a rug pull happens, every time an insider dumps on retail, the contrast with Bitcoin's incorruptibility becomes sharper. Scarcity cannot be replicated. Trust cannot be cloned. There is only one Bitcoin, and the longer time passes, the more obvious this truth becomes. So next time you hear about the latest altcoin promising a revolution, remember this. Revolutions don't happen every week. Revolutions are rare, scarce, irreplaceable, just like Bitcoin. Altcoins are disposable distractions. Bitcoin is the signal. Bitcoin is the foundation. Bitcoin is the once-in-a-species discovery that humanity may never stumble upon again. And that's why Bitcoin is scarce. Altcoins are disposable. Now, if you've made it this far, you already know you're not like the average viewer. You're searching for truth, for hidden knowledge most people ignore. And that's why I want you to do one thing. Like this video. Share it with someone who still believes altcoins are the future. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel. Because what we're building here is not just another crypto channel. It's a movement, a place where we go beyond hype, beyond price charts, beyond empty promises, and uncover the first principles of Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin is scarce. Altcoins are disposable. And the sooner the world realizes this, the sooner we can begin to build a future based on sound money. Until next time, stay curious, stay focused, and remember, there is only one Bitcoin.